Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Wasn't that good? Just a sample of some of the joys coming your way tonight on Ern's Gala Night. It's better tonight. I'm on my own. Something to suit all ages from 5 to 5.5. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start by doing my impression of Mr. Eddie Cantor. If you knew Susie like I knew Susie, you knew Susie like I knew Susie.
Right, I'm off now then. How are you doing, you Jimmy Cagney?
Jimmy Cagney?
I've just said that. Jimmy Cagney.
No, Eddie Cantor.
Eddie Cantor?
I've extended my repertoire.
It doesn't show from back there, I promise you that. I'm off now.
Wait a minute. Why are you dressed like that?
I've had enough of the hustle and bustle of city life.
Have you?
I want to get away from the permissive society, pollution and Des O'Connor. But not necessarily in that order.
You mean you want to get away from it?
I want to find it. There's none around here, I can promise you that. This hat doesn't help. Run straight into a wall.
You're taking to the open road.
Oh, what?
What?
This time tomorrow, I shall be in Shakespeare's birthplace.
Shakespeare's birthplace?
The finest writer the world has ever known.
Who was?
William Birthplace.
Well?
Reasonably, and you?
Cheerio.
Oh.
If you knew Susie like I...
Have you seen that?
What?
Guide to Rustic Britain?
No, I haven't seen it.
Look at that. Now, I can't wait to visit this place.
What's it called?
Oldham Knightley.
Oldham Knightley?
With any luck. And then I'm going on to Grip 'em Gently. By tomorrow afternoon, I shall be here.
Where?
Pull 'em down. And by nightfall, it'll be Oldham Knightley, Grip 'em Gently, and then pull 'em down.
You'll enjoy yourself.
Oh, yes. Just me and the little wild creatures of the wood.
Yes, lovely. I can see all the little squirrels now saying, there goes that big nut again.
I don't have to enter into verbal warfare with you anymore. I'm off, I am.
You'll be sleeping in some smelly old barn tonight.
That's very kind, but I'll be going nowhere near your place, I promise you. I shall be up at the crack of dawn.
5 o'clock.
Eh?
5 o'clock.
Is that when it cracks?
Yes.
I won't hear it, I'll be asleep. The great British countryside, and Sir John Betjeman put it in a nutshell, and has never done it since.
Do you know something? I don't think you'll last 5 minutes.
You're welcome to all this, entertaining a lot of people. They're only here because they can't afford to go to the cinema.
I'll have you know that's my fan club.
Ignore him.
Now look here.
I'd rather not. You look here, look at this.
What?
Just listen to this. The manor house is a magnificent building. On looking up, one can see eaves jutting out. Oh. And she's a big girl.
Well, tell me something. When are you going to eat?
5 o'clock in the morning, I shall be having my breakfast.
So what are you going to have?
Bacon and eggs.
Well, how are you going to cook it?
It's already been cooked. Have you seen that? I'm off now, Ern.
All right. Well, don't take that hat off.
Why not?
There's a lot of woodpeckers about.
Oh, dear me. No, I mean it this time. I'm off.
You're off?
Yeah.
But it's raining like mad out there.
I beg your pardon? It's raining like mad out there. Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, 1, 2, 3.
If you knew Susie like I knew Susie. Not football. That is disgusting. Not football again. They shouldn't be allowed to do things like that on television. Oh, football again. see the dewdrop clinging to the rose just newly born. But a sweeter song was chilled me at the evening's gentle close, and I've seen an eye still brighter than the dewdrop on the rose. Was thy voice my gentle name, and thy heartless winning smile that made this world an Eden. I told you never to contact me unless it's absolutely vital.
It is.
We can't be too careful in our business. What was it you wanted?
I want to resign from Special Branch.
Why?
Why? Look at me.
Well, when we have these secret meetings, we're not supposed to look at each other. Are you in disguise?
I would say that, yes. I would say that.
What as?
A nun. You're laughing at me, aren't you?
No, it's just something funny I read in the newspaper. Very amusing.
You're laughing at me.
No, I wouldn't dream of laughing at a member of the Special Branch on a dangerous mission.
5 kids. They've just followed me down the road,
Yeah?
shouting, "Give us climb every mountain."
I prefer my favourite things. Do you know it?
Oh, flaming don't know it.
Close your knees. Nuns are not supposed to smoke pipes.
Oh, God. Sorry.
That's better. Now do as I say. Close your knees. Hands folded on your lap. Sit erect. And a serene look on your face.
Why do I have to wear this disguise?
Because every detail is important. Now tell me, what's worrying you?
It's the elastic in the navy blue knickers. My ankles have turned blue.
It's a precaution in case you get run over.
Great comfort that is.
You have a job to do, Sister Claire.
My name's Frank. It's Frank, my name.
Well, Frank, I've got some good news for you.
What?
You're due for promotion.
Really?
Yes. This time next week, you'll be a Mother Superior.
Well, there's a novelty. I've shaved my head, you know. I've shaved my head.
Couldn't have taken long.
I'll tell you something about this job.
Oh, yes.
I hate it, I hate it, I hate it.
Well, how do you think I feel, having to wear this horrible bowler hat and this stupid suit? I'll see you the same time next week, Frank. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
For a good smoke, you need a good tobacco at the right price. I've discovered such a tobacco. Cool, fragrant, and most of all, the price is just right. I smoke his.
Sit down, you silly old fool.
I've been practicing that for weeks. I think I've cracked it.
I'm not surprised. Look at the perspiration coming on your forehead. Look.
That's not perspiration.
Well, the glue's running then.
Do you know what the trouble with you is? You're way behind the times, you. You want to get with it.
I was getting it before you knew where he was. Good Lord, sit down, write a couple of plays.
I'm not writing plays anymore. I'm into pop records. That's where the money is now, all the kids. Not writing any plays, that's a hard slog. Plenty of money in pop records.
Good play, the last one you wrote.
What was that?
Emmanuel meets Nicholas Parsons, that one. Where she takes him back to a flat and he gives all the furniture away. It's a good one, that.
That wasn't Nicholas Parsons.
When?
That was Bamber Gascoigne.
That's right, she gave him a starter for 10.
That's it.
Didn't make it.
No.
Only got to 8.
No, I'm into the pop records now. I'm not doing the plays anymore. A lot of money in it. As a matter of fact, I've persuaded a very famous disc jockey to come round and talk the matter over with me.
That's typically you, that. Because you've got what it takes, you see.
Greed.
Yes. If that's the Avon lady, tell her I'm busy. But thank her for last week. Look who it is. Only my favourite man. Always wanted to meet him.
I know.
Who is it?
Terry Wogan.
Oh, you got the name right.
Terry, yes,
Nice
lovely.
to see you.
Don't underestimate your popularity, Jimmy.
Oh, that's true. Sit down, please. Come over here. This is the most comfortable chair.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you very much. I prefer to sit here anyway.
Well, suit yourself.
Well, I must say it's lovely to see you, Tony. You know, I never miss your programme. Every morning I listen to it. Never miss it.
You mean you get up at 7:30?
Well, no, I'm, just move up and I'll tell you. You see, what happens is at 7:30 I miss it because I'm in the park, jogging. In the park.
Oh, you're a fitness fanatic.
No, I'm trying to get home before the wife wakes up and realises I'm not there.
Hey, I've got a tape recording I'd like you to listen
Oh,
to.
good.
I won't be a second. I'll be over there.
Oh, great, yeah. Terrific.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't know you made model aeroplanes.
I got it from my father. It's a gift. He was an engineer on British Rail, you know. He used to weld the crust to the meat pies.
Do you make many models?
Yeah. I made him from a kit. Trouble was, I ran out of wood before I got to his legs.
I must say, you did a very good job.
Oh.
You can't see the join. You can't see the... You can't see that.
You're not going to do a lot of jokes like that, are you?
Tell you, what about, can I get you a cup of tea?
Oh, great, yeah.
Yeah.
How much is the tea, Anne? Tea, Anne.
You are going to do a lot of those jokes, are you? I can always tell.
No, there's no charge for you, Terry. The tea's free.
Oh, great. Look, now, look. What can I do for you?
Well, you see, what Eric and I want to do is make a pop record. One that all the kids will go for, that they'll play on all the discos.
Him and I, see, we'll make it.
Go make a lot of money, you see.
You want to make a pop record?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, but honestly, look. Don't you think...
What?
No, I mean, don't you think you're a bit,
Bit what?
old?
Old? How dare you? What do you mean, old?
A fair question.
What do you mean,
A fair question. Remain where you are. Remain. Excuse me.
What? All right.
All right. You ready?
Old, eh? You just watch this. You'll be all spaced out.
You watch it.
Something special.
Something. Look at that, a clockwork ferret. Look at him. When he was 13, he was in a dancing class with 300 other girls. And he never told them.
Is he all right?
Eh? Well, we've got to straighten him out because he's closer to the ground than you and me. Yeah.
Does he do this often?
It's his appliance.
His appliance?
He's too proud to wear it, you see. It's that great big cork and chrome thing that is in the back.
I'm all right now.
He's all right now.
You played it at the wrong speed. 78's the wrong speed.
I know it is, but don't worry about it. Good luck.
I mean, Terry, do you want to talk about this record?
Well, you see, having seen you do that,
Yeah.
is it a good idea? You see, I'm not the best person to help you, honestly.
Why?
Well, I had a record myself, you know.
Yeah, the floral dance.
Yeah. Worst record ever made.
That's true.
No, it wasn't. It was very good. We bought it.
Well, we didn't exactly buy it, did we?
Eh?
We got it free with 2 tins of dog meat. Unfortunately, the dog died. Didn't eat the meat, just heard the record and his tail went up in the air.
Don't take any notice of him, Terry. You see, the idea is that we want to make this record with you so that you can play it on your program in the mornings and plug it and we'll make a lot of money.
Midwife's choice.
Would you like a drink?
I'd love it to.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Well, yeah.
I'll tell you what. You get 2 coffees for you and me.
2 coffees.
And an Irish coffee for Terry.
That would
an
be
Irish
great,
coffee.
An Irish
Yeah,
coffee.
I'll do that.
Terrific, thank you.
Right. 2 instant coffees coming up.
Oh, fine.
Hey. Good old
Yeah. He's small but nice.
Oh, yes. Straightest man I know, that man. Got to the top the hard way. Had a lot of bad luck.
Unhappy marriage.
Yes.
Little ones.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Been a long time in show business.
Yes, he has. Starts tomorrow.
But you never thought of offering him to Multicoloured Swap Shop, did you?
Yeah, I did. Got 2 goldfish for him.
Instant coffee coming up. There.
I'll do the
That's the Irish one. There,
I'll
that's
do
the
the
Irish
Irish
Well,
one.
there's a skill in it.
Yes,
you
a
know.
quarter it. It's the way you pour the cream, you know.
So over the spoon.
Oh, the spoon, you see. That's the great gift. Now be
look at
honest. What do you think?
Fan.
Is that lovely?
Look
Hey,
at that.
fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
yours. Here, cheers. Oh, that's good stuff, now.
Hey, Terry, have you decided on this record?
I'll do it.
Oh, that's great.
Wonderful.
Just one thing.
Yeah.
I want you to do blankety blank.
All right, blankety blank. We'll do it. It's a deal.
It's a deal. And I'll tell you what. On your show, I'll name that tune in 6.
Great.
I might even name it in 5.
What kind of a record are we going to do?
Let me tell you about this record. It's absolutely great. You'll be all spaced out. You know, it'll blow your mind.
I might
Sounds
even
great.
name it in 3.
Yeah.
Two. If it's Stardust.
Yeah. The kids will go mad on it. It'll sell like, I'm telling you.
Sounds good.
And you should see the girls I've got lined
Tell
up.
him
got
about
girls.
the girls. Tell him
Beautiful. Well, you've heard of Foxy Feeling and Hot Gossip.
Yeah.
He's
What,
got his own group.
what are they called?
Unlimited Lust. There's only 2 of them.
Oh, we're on to a winner here.
Yeah, with these 2, I promise you that.
Lights, music, action. Good chat.
When I pretend I'm gay, I never feel that way. I'm only painting the clouds with sunshine. When I hold back a tear to make a smile appear, I'm only painting the clouds with sunshine. Painting the blues is beautiful. beautiful hues, colored with gold and old rose. Play the clown, trying to drown all of my woes. Though things may not look right, they will turn out all right if I keep painting the clouds with sunshine. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. Moving foot.
Painting the blues, beautiful hues, colored with gold and old rose. Playing the clown, trying to drown all of my woes.
Things may not look right, they all turn out all right if I keep painting the clouds with. Painting the clouds with. Painting the clouds with.
All together in the floral dance.
Great pleasure working with you. I don't care what the others say, it was knockout.
Nice to work with an old star.
I wouldn't stand for that if I were you.
I'll see you in the dressing room, okay?
Okay, see you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, ladies. Okay, now,
How's it going? Okay, we'll do the number together, right? Let's have the music, please. Bring me sunshine in your smile. Bring me laughter all the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness, so much joy we can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Make me happy through the years. Never bring me any tears.
You never said we were doing this.
I let your arm.
You never told me we were doing this.
As the sun.